SAP ABAP RAP, or ABAP RESTful Application Programming Model, is a modern framework. It helps developers build powerful applications that can connect to different systems. RAP uses a simplified approach to coding, making it easier for both new and experienced programmers. RAP is important because businesses need flexible software that can adapt to new technologies and requirements. This helps create adaptable software, making businesses more agile and competitive in today's fast-paced world. In SAP ABAP RAP, virtual elements are like special fields that you add to your data models. These fields don't directly store data in a database table. Instead, they calculate their values dynamically when you access or modify them. Think of a virtual element like a calculator. You input numbers and it performs a calculation to display the result. Similarly, virtual elements execute code to determine their values based on other data or logic. Virtual elements offer several benefits. First, they promote clean and efficient code. You don't need to repeatedly write complex calculations in different parts of your application. Instead, you encapsulate this logic within the virtual element. Second, virtual elements enhance data consistency. Since they derive their values based on predefined rules, they ensure that data remains accurate and reliable across the application. Finally, virtual elements streamline development. They simplify data handling and reduce the amount of code required, allowing developers to focus on building application logic. Let's consider a scenario where you're managing sales orders. Each order contains multiple items with their respective quantities and prices. You could create a virtual element called total amount that automatically calculates the total value of each order item by multiplying the quantity and price. This eliminates the need to manually compute this value every time you display or process an order. Another example could be a virtual element named shipping status that dynamically determines the shipping status of an order based on factors like payment confirmation, item availability, and carrier information. This provides a real-time view of the order fulfillment process. Section 5. Creating a basic virtual element, a step-by-step guide. Let's create a simple virtual element to calculate the total price of an order item. First, open your ABAP RAP business object in the ABAP Development Tools, or ADT. Next, navigate to the Behavior Definition section. Then define a new virtual element, for example, total price. After that, specify the data type of the virtual element, such as decimal. Now, implement the logic to calculate the total price. You can access the values of other fields within the same entity using the value keyword. For example, to calculate the total price, you would multiply the quantity and unit price, ABAP value hash, value quantity, asterisk value unit price. Finally, save and activate your changes. Section 6. Best practices for beginners. When starting with virtual elements, keep these tips in mind. Start simple. Begin by creating basic virtual elements with straightforward calculations. As you gain experience, you can gradually explore more advanced scenarios. Think reusable. Design your virtual elements to be reusable across different parts of your application. This promotes code maintainability and reduces redundancy. Test thoroughly. Always test your virtual elements to ensure they behave as expected. Use different input values and scenarios to validate their accuracy. Section 7. Common pitfalls and how to avoid them. While virtual elements are powerful, beginners should be aware of potential pitfalls. Performance considerations. Avoid complex calculations within virtual elements, as they can impact application performance. If necessary, explore alternative approaches like using CDS views or background processing. Debugging challenges. Debugging virtual elements can be tricky since they don't have physical database fields. Use debugging tools effectively and leverage logging to trace the execution flow. Overusing virtual elements. Don't overuse virtual elements for every calculation. Sometimes, storing values directly in database fields might be more efficient. Section 8. Additional resources for further exploration. To delve deeper into virtual elements, explore these resources. SAP Help Portal. The official SAP documentation provides comprehensive information on ABAP RAP and virtual elements. SAP Community. Engage with fellow developers, ask questions and share your experiences on the SAP Community Forum. Online tutorials and courses. Numerous online tutorials and courses can guide you through the intricacies of virtual elements in ABAP RAP. Section 9. Conclusion. Embracing the power of virtual elements. Virtual elements are a valuable tool in SAP ABAP RAP. They simplify development and increase efficiency. By mastering virtual elements, developers can create adaptable applications. These applications meet the evolving needs of businesses. As you begin your journey with ABAP RAP, embrace the power of virtual elements. Unlock a world of possibilities in application development.